Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky visited the troops near Kharkiv on Tuesday. He discussed the battlefield situation with the commander of Ukraine's ground forces. Zelensky also discussed winter preparations. Ukraine expects an escalation of Russia's strike on energy infrastructure. That's during the winter. Zelensky said, and I quote, "It is extremely important that Kharkiv, despite everything, not only holds on, but helps to keep our entire East strong." Meanwhile, Ukraine has said that Russian airstrikes have destroyed houses in a suburb of Kherson. This has left one person dead. A video released by Ukraine's emergency services showed firefighters dousing down flames in a heavily damaged private residence. The US House of Representatives have voted to oust Speaker Kevin McCarthy. This is the first time that the House has removed its leader. After his removal, McCarthy said, and I quote, "Doing the right thing isn't always easy, but it is necessary." A call for his ouster was led by Republican lawmaker Matt Gaetz. Yesterday, Gaetz said he was filing a motion to vacate. This comes after McCarthy passed a last-minute spending bill on Saturday to avert a government shutdown despite opposition from some Republicans. LaFonza Butler was sworn into the US Senate. According to California's Governor Gavin Newsom, Butler is the first black person who also identifies as a lesbian to serve in the Senate. She fills the vacancy left by late California Senator Dianne Feinstein. Last week, Feinstein passed away at the age of 90. Butler will serve through the remainder of Feinstein's 6-year term till January 2025. Hunter Biden, the son of US President Joe Biden, arrived at a court in the US state of Delaware on Tuesday. He was there to face charges that he lied about his drug use while buying a handgun. Hunter Biden has pleaded not guilty. Last month, he was charged with 3 counts related to lying to acquire a handgun and for being an illegal drug user in possession of the gun. At least 5 people were wounded in a shooting at Morgan State University in the US city of Baltimore. 4 of the 5 people injured are students at the university. The shooting occurred after an event at the campus ended. The police are yet to locate a suspect. Thailand's police have arrested a 14-year-old in connection with a mall shooting yesterday. 3 people were killed and 6 were wounded in the deadly shooting in Thailand's capital of Bangkok. The shooting took place at Siam Paragon shopping mall. The mall said that it had evacuated shoppers and staff immediately. Thai officials have said one of the wounded people Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky visited the troops near Kharkiv on Tuesday. He discussed the battlefield situation with the commander of Ukraine's ground forces. Zelensky also discussed winter preparations. Ukraine expects an escalation of Russia's strike on energy infrastructure. That's during the winter. Zelensky said, and I quote, "It is extremely important that Kharkiv, despite everything, not only holds on, but helps to keep our entire East strong." Meanwhile, Ukraine has said that Russian airstrikes have destroyed houses in a suburb of Kherson. This has left one person dead. A video released by Ukraine's emergency services showed firefighters dousing down flames in a heavily damaged private residence. The US House of Representatives have voted to oust Speaker Kevin McCarthy. This is the first time that the House has removed its leader. After his removal, McCarthy said, and I quote, "Doing the right thing isn't always easy, but it is necessary." A call for his ouster was led by Republican lawmaker Matt Gaetz. Yesterday, Gaetz said he was filing a motion to vacate. This comes after McCarthy passed a last-minute spending bill on Saturday to avert a government shutdown despite opposition from some Republicans. LaFonza Butler was sworn into the U.S. Senate. According to California's Governor Gavin Newsom, Butler is the first black person who also identifies as a lesbian to serve in the Senate. She fills the vacancy left by late California Senator Dianne Feinstein. Last week, Feinstein passed away at the age of 90. Butler will serve through the remainder of Feinstein's 6-year term till January 2025. Hunter Biden, the son of US President Joe Biden, arrived at a court in the US state of Delaware on Tuesday. He was there to face charges that he lied about his drug use while buying a handgun. Hunter Biden has pleaded not guilty. Last month, he was charged with 3 counts related to lying to acquire a handgun and for being an illegal drug user in possession of the gun. At least 5 people were wounded in a shooting at Morgan State University in the US city of Baltimore. 4 of the 5 people injured are students at the university. The shooting occurred after an event at the campus ended. The police are yet to locate a suspect. Thailand's police have arrested a 14-year-old in connection with a mall shooting yesterday. 3 people were killed and 6 were wounded in the deadly shooting in Thailand's capital of Bangkok. The shooting took place at Siam Paragon shopping mall. The mall said that it had evacuated shoppers and staff immediately. Thai officials have said one of the wounded people is a foreign national. A bus carrying tourists crashed off a bridge and caught fire near Venice in Italy. At least 21 people have died and 18 were injured. The death toll will likely climb higher as most of the injured remain in critical condition. Officials have said that the cause of the accident was unclear. Twelve infants died in one day at a government hospital in the Indian state of Maharashtra. The 12 infant fatalities were among 24 deaths at the hospital. This has sparked a political storm. Opposition politicians are accusing the Maharashtra government and hospital authorities of gross negligence. A blast at an illegal oil refinery in Nigeria has killed at least 37 people, including 2 pregnant women. The blast took place in the Southern River State's Imoha district, where illegal refineries are common. Explosions at locally run refineries are also common in the region. The Nigerian police confirmed that the incident took place but did not provide details of what exactly happened. Thousands took to the streets in Ghana's capital. They demanded the central bank governor to be removed for the alleged mismanagement of the economy. Protesters were frustrated with the rising living costs, joblessness, and hardship in the West African economy. Ghana is undergoing the worst debt crisis of the generation. Activists gathered near Italy's Castel Sant'Angelo on Wednesday. They were dressed in pink and unrolled a tapestry with the message, quote-unquote, ordain women. The protesters demanded a greater role for women within the church. This comes just hours before bishops come together for a meeting in the Vatican. France has agreed on future arms contracts with Armenia. It will supply Armenia with military equipment to help bolster its defenses. The deal was struck during French foreign minister's visit to Yerevan on Tuesday. It was the first trip to Armenia by a Western government minister since Azerbaijani forces captured Nagorno-Karabakh. Azerbaijan captured the disputed region in a military operation last month. A police officer rescued a driver trapped in a flooded parking lot in New Jersey in the US. This comes after torrential rains triggered floods in New York City and neighboring New Jersey on Friday. Police have called up motorists to take flood warnings seriously and not drive in flooded areas. A bushfire is burning in the Australian state of Victoria. Authorities have also issued several emergency warnings in parts of neighbouring New South Wales. Over 650 firefighters have been deployed to battle the fast-spreading blaze. Heavy rains are expected to help douse the fire. Australian authorities have banned open fires across large swaths of the affected region. Japan has witnessed its hottest September in 125 years. September's average temperature was 2.66 degrees Celsius higher than usual. Japan's meteorological agency has said that it is the highest figure since the start of statistics in 1898. Experts also say that the year 2023 is expected to be the hottest year in human history. Meanwhile, New Zealand too has witnessed its hottest September on record. Auckland was the warmest region throughout September, while Christchurch was the coolest. However, every region in the country experienced above average temperatures. Experts blame the El Niño phenomenon for this development. Russia has set up an independent committee to monitor effects of the treated water discharged from Japan's Fukushima nuclear power plant into the ocean. Russian scientists have expressed grave concern about radioactive substances such as tritium in the water. They believe that it may harm the ocean ecosystem and human health. Russia is considering a ban on Japanese seafood imports for fear of radioactive contamination. Several nations have come together to raise $12 billion to protect coral reefs as they face threats from pollution and overfishing. However, experts say that this amount would just be a drop in the ocean unless broader climate risks are addressed. Coral reefs have come under increased pressure, and this for several reasons, including marine pollution, destructive coastal development, and rising sea temperatures. A new report shows that the amount of greenwashing by banks and financial services around the world rose by 70% in the past 12 months. European financial institutions account for most of greenwashing instances. Reports show that there have been 148 cases of greenwashing from banking and financial services globally in the past 1 year. Last year, there were 86 incidents that were recorded. Greenwashing happens when a company makes an environmental claim about something the organization is doing that is intended to promote a sense of environmental impact that doesn't exist. In business news, reports say Meta Platforms will lay off employees from its Reality Labs division. Reality Labs is Meta's research unit that produces virtual reality and augmented reality hardware and software. Employees were informed of the layoffs in a post on Meta's internal discussion forum. The post said they would be notified about their status with the company by early Wednesday morning. However, the scale of job cuts is not yet known. Reports say Netflix is planning to raise the prices of its ad-free subscriptions. This may come after the ongoing Hollywood actors' strike ends. The company is discussing raising prices in several markets globally. However, it will likely begin with the United States and Canada. The details of Netflix's new price slabs are not known yet. Apple has increased oversight for the release of new apps on its China App Store. It's now asking developers to submit the Internet Content Provider filing. The ICP filing is a registration system required for websites to operate legally in China. Most local app stores, including ones operated by Tencent and Huawei, have required ICP filing information since at least 2017. Two US senators have said they are investigating the video sharing app TikTok. This is over the app's reported decision to hire several high-level executives from its Chinese parent company, ByteDance. The senators have said that this puts the independence of TikTok's operations and the security of its American users into question. In the US, TikTok faces calls for a nationwide ban over concerns of the Chinese government's influence. Job search portal LinkedIn has said it will add an artificial intelligence feature on its platform. This will allow recruiters to find job candidates by asking conversational questions rather than using search filters or keywords. It will also help marketing professionals create ad campaigns with fewer clicks. LinkedIn does not plan to charge extra for the new features. US-based cryptocurrency firm Ripple says it has secured a payments license in Singapore. It will allow Ripple to provide regulated digital payment token services in the country. The license was granted by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. This comes after Coinbase announced that it received a license in the country yesterday. The trial of Sam Bankman-Fried, the former CEO of crypto firm FTX, began on Tuesday. Bankman-Fried faces charges of stealing billions of dollars from the customers of his cryptocurrency exchange. Federal prosecutors say that the 31-year-old embezzled from FTX customers since the company's founding in 2019. This was to buy luxury properties and donate more than $100 million to US political candidates. This comes nearly a year after the company's collapse shocked markets and tattered Bankman-Fried's reputation. Pharma company Novo Nordisk could be heading towards an initial public offering or IPO within 18 months. This is according to the company's CEO, Kherson. The company is worth more than $400 billion. It's now Europe's most valuable company. Novo Nordisk recently overtook luxury fashion giant LVMH. Reports say plane maker Boeing is planning to send its production sky high. It wants to build a record 57 of its best-selling 737 narrow-body jets per month by July 2025. Boeing had the same goal a few years ago, but failed to meet it. That was due to the 737 MAX variant being grounded globally in 2019. This was after two 737 crashes that killed 346 people that year. An aerospace company based in the US state of Texas aims to send the first commercial spacecraft to the moon. Intuitive Machines unveiled its Nova C lunar lander on Wednesday. It will be launched from NASA's Kennedy Space Center. The launch could come as soon as the 16th of November. Moving to sports, the Indian contingent has achieved its highest ever medal tally at the 19th edition of the Asian Games happening in China's Hangzhou. India's overall medal tally has reached 71. Previously, India won 70 medals in Asian Games held in Indonesia's Jakarta in 2018. Indian players Jyoti Surekha Venom and Praveen Ojas Deotale won gold in the compound archery mixed team event. Jyoti Praveen defeated their South Korean opponents in a close encounter. This is India's first gold for archery in the ongoing Asian Games. India's Manju Rani and Ram Babu won a bronze medal in the 35-kilometer race walk mixed team event at the Asian Games. Ram Babu completed the race in 2 hours 42 minutes, while Manju Rani took 3 hours and 9 minutes. In other sporting news, India will head into the Cricket World Cup. India's practice match against the Netherlands was called off in Thiruvananthapuram. Its first warm-up match against England Guwahati on September 3 was also called off, denying India any practice match. In football, the Champions League group stage was in full swing. That was yesterday, where Bayern Munich staged a comeback to secure a 2-1 victory against FC Copenhagen at Parken Stadium in Denmark. The Danish champions took the lead in the 56th minute. A pivotal moment came in the 83rd minute when Bayern's veteran Thomas Müller played a crucial role in the winning goal. Manchester United crashed to a 3-2 defeat to Galatasaray in the Champions League. Rasmus Højlund had twice given United the lead. However, the Turkish team pegged them back each time. Arsenal faced a defeat 2-1 for the first time this season against Lens. French footballer Elie Wahi scored the winning goal. The Gunners were unbeaten in their previous 11 games. Real Madrid defeated Italian champions Napoli 2-3 in the Champions League. Real Madrid scored the winning goal in the 78th minute, and the goal was scored by Federico Valverde. Both clubs made it to the semi-finals of the Champions League last season. In tennis, top seed Carlos Alcaraz was knocked out of the China Open by Jannik Sinner, who will face Daniil Medvedev in the final. Sinner won 7-6, 7-4 and 6-1 against Spain's two-time major winner on Tuesday. The 22-year-old Italian said his performance was at the very top of those who he had produced in big matches. The 2024 Australian Open will start on Sunday, becoming a 15-day event for the first time. There had been growing concerns over late finishes. The new Sunday start will see an increase in the number of sessions across the three arenas from 47 to 52. The day session will feature a minimum of 2 matches, which is down from 3. That is to limit the potential of late finishes. In entertainment news, actor Sophie Turner and singer Joe Jonas will reportedly attend mediation to resolve divorce complications. The estranged couple's attorneys informed the court that they will be in mediation for 4 days. This will allegedly help Turner and Jonas solve their parenting plans as well. Sophie Turner had earlier sued Jonas for preventing the children from going to London with her. Jonas filed for divorce in May after 4 years of marriage with Sophie Turner. Canadian singer Grimes has filed a case against Elon Musk over parental rights. Grimes and Musk have 3 children together. Grimes has reportedly filed a petition to establish a parental relationship. This petition comes days after Grimes took to X to request Elon Musk to allow her to meet her children. Grimes and Elon Musk started dating in 2018 but hit a rocky patch in 2021. The Last of Us actor Ashley Johnson and 6 other women have sued writer Brian Wayne Foster for abuse. Johnson and the others launched a civil suit in Los Angeles court. The women accused Foster of domestic violence, sexual assault, and stalking, among other things. Johnson also had to get a protective order against Foster in May. This is after he allegedly tried extorting money from her. South Korean singer Jungkook opened up about his relationship for the first time in a live video. He said that he doesn't have a girlfriend. This clarification comes after a video showing Jungkook with a girl went viral a few days ago. The BTS singer added that he will not sue the people who leaked the video. British actor Idris Elba recently revealed that he had to resort to therapy to overcome unhealthy habits. Elba admitted to being a workaholic and says it is not ideal for living. The actor has been in therapy for the past year. Elba said that he developed the unhealthy habits as a result of working in the entertainment industry. Canadian singer and rapper Drake recently offered $50,000 to one of his fans who attended his concert. The fan was holding a placard stating that he spent all his savings for the tickets, but his girlfriend left him hours before the concert. As soon as Drake saw He offered the fan the money so that he could quote-unquote flex it. A month ago, Drake offered $50,000 to another fan who had sold his furniture for concert tickets. Singer and actor Jennifer Lopez recently spoke about feeling insecure about her body after the birth of her twins. Jennifer Lopez said she wondered if she would ever be able to go back to her old self again. She credits her successful postpartum fitness to her trainer Tracy Anderson. The 1975 band's singer Matty Healy has publicly apologized after his controversial remarks against Ice Spice. In his apology, Healy said he might have hurt some people. This comes after Healy called American rapper Ice Spice Chinese and mocked her accent. Ice Spice said she was confused after Healy's racist remarks about her. Producer Kevin Wright said actor Jonathan Majors' off-screen legal issues did not impact Loki Season 2's production. Majors was arrested in March for assaulting a woman in New York. He plays the role of He Who Remains in the TV series Loki. Former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Brandi Glanville was rushed to hospital a few days ago. The 50-year-old actor took to X to reveal that she collapsed due to stress. Glanville said that was part of the issue, was that she was feeling held hostage by the fear of a negative edit. Glanville will next be seen in the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 5.